Hello, this is Beth. This is Saturday the 10th of February. Just thought I would come on and talk a little bit about my crystal skulls. And this is also hopefully the first of a little run of some crystal skull talks that I'm going to be doing on YouTube. Really what I'll do is today I'm going to have a quick look through some of my crystal skulls, a little bit of an introduction, and then basically what I will do over the next couple of weeks or whatever is short little YouTube talks about how to work with crystal skulls, the different types in a bit more detail, how to channel with them and things like that. So really all we're going to do today is have a quick look through some of my beautiful skulls and tell you a bit more about what I do. So let's have a look. Now, crystal skulls are fantastic. I'm not going to go into the history and things again today because I will do that in another talk. But for now, what I have here is the human crystal skulls to start with. So crystal skulls, which are obviously pieces of crystal which have been carved in the shape of a human skull or a human head. The thing is, people do find it easier with crystal skulls to actually have a skull when they're working with them rather than a piece of crystal. That's why the artists tend to carve in the image of a face, which can be human, it can be extraterrestrial, it could be an animal, it could be all sorts. I've got star elfins here and all sorts. So let me show you, before we go any further, a human crystal skull. So here we go. Okay, this first one, he's actually my biggest chap. This is David. Okay. Right, now David is yellow and purple striped fluorite. He's actually extremely large and he's actually sort of like the boss of all my crystal skulls, actually. He's like the king of mine. So he is very lovely. Not for everyone. He has got an extraterrestrial sort of edge to him, but he is very much a human crystal skull. Let me have a look. What else have we got? Okay, so if we go to then, say, Benbow, who is a chappie that I have worked with a lot. Now, Benbow is obviously a human crystal skull again. I've had him on here before, and he does tend to look like an Egyptian mummy. I've said this because he's got that stripe across his eyes, and the golden energy reminds me of Egypt. But he does a lot of chatting, and when I work with him, I tend to find that a lot of energy comes through, not specifically of any one particular entity or being or whatever, and it's not even just him, it's like the energy coming through is so interesting, all about like the golden ray and energies and things like that. So he's very beautiful. When we also have other ones, this is Queen Lyra. She's also obviously a human crystal skull, but when you work with her, she very much connects with the Lyran star system. So although she's very human-like, she actually connects with extraterrestrials. In fact, with a particular extraterrestrial, which is like the queen on what, like within a hive mind on Lyra, which is very, very interesting. Now, she's actually lepidolite. So you can see she's got a lot of quartz in there, but she's got lepidolite, the lovely purples. She's got pink tourmaline in there. You can probably see the pink stripes. Actually, this light isn't brilliant, but so she's got the pink stripes in there and obviously the white quartz. So she's got a very cool, crystally sort of cool, snowy energy about her. But she's perfect for connecting with that civilization. Her vibration is very much to do with Lyra. And if you can see her eye, can you see that now? It's like she has this eye that sees. I've got several others that do that as well. I'll have to have a look in a minute and find out, because I mean I have used that before, but that is quite fascinating, that eye. Very much connected with like the hive mind. With the guys that come along and I find them with an eye like that, it is very much like a hive mind situation. It's like they see. It's very interesting. Okay, so I'm not going to go through every single skull I have here. I'm just showing a few examples. This beauty is Okinawa. Okay, now he came from Totnes, near here. I went straight into the shop and there he was, and that was it. Beautiful. He is Madagascan quartz. And his facial features are actually carved in much more of an ancient way. His carving is actually quite pure. It's not massively detailed. It's quite straightforward, maybe very symbolic. When I work with him, though, he has a very earthy, shamanic feel, but he does also connect with the extraterrestrials as well. It's quite interesting how these guys sort of come over. So that's a lot of my human crystal skulls. Let me show you now some of the extraterrestrial ones, which actually are vast and varied. When I first started working with them, they all looked like the greys, you know what I mean? Let me show you. Okay, this is Aaron, who is hematite with extremely gorgeous labradorite eyes. But when I first started working with the extraterrestrial guys, most of them look like this, you know what I mean? So you are going to get quite a few of these chappies. He's obviously very alien, beautifully carved. Also came from Glastonbury. Okay, so this is Aaron, very lovely. So we also have those ones. Again, we also have, if you look at Aeolia here. Now, she is slightly different because she is actually made of terahertz, or carved from terahertz, which is a much more modern crystal. Comes from Japan, much lighter than hematite. Her eyes and third eye, so her orange eyes and the yellow third eye up here, are actually cat's eyes. So most of her is artificial, but she still functions like a crystal skull, and her energies are extremely light and gorgeous. So when I work with her, I very much tune into a very high frequency extraterrestrial nation, which is gorgeous. I've channeled with her quite a bit, and posted up the channelings on my Facebook page, which I will talk about at the end and post up below in the information below this video. Okay, so she's there. Other extraterrestrials before I go on forever here. Okay, Angelina. Okay, now interesting. Angelina, you can see it here in this light, extremely gorgeous. Horns. Okay, now I have about 3 of these chaps, all lovely. Again, she connects with a very old and ancient extraterrestrial star nation, which again I will talk about at a further date, but you can see the difference. She's actually purple fluorite. When you have the light behind her horns here, you can see the light shining through. So totally interesting. A very different energy to the other guys, the greys that came up like that, or the ones like the greys that came up just now. Excuse me 1 second, I'm feeling really warm. As I often find when I'm working with crystals or any form of energy work, I start to burn really hot. So I'm really, really hot now. Obviously I'm bringing in a lot of energy and the guys are loving it, but super hot. Okay, let's have a look at 1 or 2 more of my extraterrestrial chappies. This is Altair. Oh crumbs, I don't know if you can see in that light. There she is, look. Well, he or she, that's Altair. Altair is boy, really, actually. Okay, so I always got the information of Akhenaten from this chappie, but also Orion. Third eye is made of labradorite, and he is carved from quartz. Now, Altair is one of these chaps that I haven't really made the full connection with yet. He definitely belongs here with me, and he's gorgeous, and I learn a lot from him just being here. But I haven't really fully made the connection with a lot of the other guys, like Bembo, this chappie. Very fast connection. Made a connection with him pretty much instantly. Had to learn a couple of lessons first, but he's been totally cool. Knew his name very quickly. Altair took a lot longer. And Altair is actually named after the Altair star system anyway. But I'm hoping very much to do a lot more work with Altair very soon. We also have extraterrestrials, which are obviously extraterrestrial, and this guy is Mantis. So if you've seen some of my other videos, there's one on the hive minds, so you can look that one up, and the great star nations. Mantis has come in before. These guys are super interesting. He connects directly with a mantis, well, a mantoid being known as Elta, who's a female mantis on the planet Aorta. So you can find out more about her, or him, actually, Mantis. Mantis is the boy, okay? And he's the skull. But through him, I connect with Elta, who is on the planet Aorta, who is actually an extraterrestrial. Okay, the mantis, or the mantoid star being. Okay, so there we go. That's how that works. See, with some of these guys, you'll be working directly with the skull itself. Okay, some you'll be connecting with being on the other side, and some you're working much more with direct energy. So in the case of Mantis here, I connect with a star being directly. Okay. With Bembo, I work very much with energy coming through, like golden ray and higher frequency energy. Okay. Who else do we have here that I can mention? When it comes to the actual crystal of the skull. Oh, this is another one. This chappie is Saul, human crystal skull. However, Saul connects very much through a particular spirit guide of mine. So the spirit guide works through the crystal skull. Okay, so I hope that clarifies certain things about how these chappies work. Some do actually focus particularly on the crystal itself. So I'm just having a look, because most of mine, to be honest, are channeled and other beings coming through. Who else do we have? All right, we'll come back to that one in a minute. So, okay, so Saul can sit down for a minute. I will show you just one more of the old stars for a minute. I've got loads of them, but this one is Abraham. He's very unusual. Right, he's known as a star traveller. He's carved from labradorite. One of the first ones that came to me, I've had him about 5-6 years now, 2018, I gained him. Extremely beautiful, very hard to see in this light, but when you put him in the sun, he glows blue. He has got a gorgeous back to him. Oh, actually, you can sort of see it there, look. But in the daylight, he's even more amazing. He just glows, absolutely fabulous. Some of these, conditioning-wise, can look a bit worrying or a bit scary because they're scary skulls. And if you look at him, because he's a star traveller, he looks a bit like a giant tadpole. Or he looks like the alien, doesn't he? If you look from the alien films. But then, when you think that actually the alien films are coming from somewhere in particular, people are tapping into various archetypes and star nations around the universe without even realising. But actually, he's a gorgeous chappie, this one. I have worked with him quite a lot, and he's shown me some amazing visions. So, yes, he also connects with a star being in particular on a particular planet known as Atolla. But I also work with him directly as a little chappie as well in his own right. So, yeah, in that case, I do work directly with that crystal skull in his own right. So, it happens in all different ways. You can work with these skulls in all different ways. And because I tend to be a psychic and a channel, that's how they work with me. So, we have those ones. Now, it is also the year of the dragon, so I will just mention the dragons. I don't normally do a huge amount of dragon work, but a lot of crystal skulls are carved into dragons. So I will show you this one. This is Arthur Pendragon. He is also consists of terahertz, which is that lovely Japanese crystal that's been created. He may be created, but as I've said before, I've had done some amazing work with him. He is extremely lovely, very easy to connect with, very light energy, very friendly. So, like I said, this is Arthur Pendragon, terahertz dragon crystal skull. Okay. Who else wants to have a chat? Let's have a look. Right, we have star elfins here. This is a star elfin. Now, I've done quite a bit of work with Sanjeet before. She's very female, she very much connects with like ancient Egypt and with star travel and all sorts of much more technical things. Rather than just visiting other planets, she's very technical, brings you a lot of knowledge, information. Right, I'm not going to go on forever. Oh, yeah. And here's a sentinel. We also get the sentinel guys. So these are protectors. This is Solaris, by the way. One of my newer ones. I've got two in labradorite, Jupiter and Solaris. So they're the sentinels, they are the protectors, they are the guides. I need to learn more about these, okay? And I will. So in the meantime, I'm not going to go any further. I just wanted to show you some beauties I have. If you are interested in learning any more about crystal skulls, please contact me. My details are below this video. I am running, firstly, I do crystal skull channeling and I do crystal skull channeled readings. So if you're interested in a reading, you can contact me on my email address or through Facebook, because I have various Facebook pages. The Voice of Kell is my crystal skull page, where I do work with crystal skulls and do channelings. I also run crystal skull workshops, which involve getting to know the skulls, a little bit about the history and the legend of the crystal skulls, how to cleanse them, attune to them, program them, etc. So please do get in touch if you're interested. In the meantime, I will say bye for now, bye from me, and bye from all my little chappies here. Okay, so best of luck and take care. Okay, bye.